Here in the hill country by the lovely Guadalupe, it's beautiful even in winter. In a scene like this, it's easy to leave the troubles of that world out there and be transported with the flow of a leaf downstream or the shadows of windy waves on the limestone floor. In such a setting, it's almost impossible for me to imagine the terrifying trauma of the battered child. Alone, lost in a world of sickness for which the cure is not so simple. Sometimes I've asked myself the question, why did I get involved in such a task? The most appropriate answer I've found was given by the late French philosopher Albert Camus when he said, "We cannot prevent this world from being a world in which children are tortured, but we can reduce the numbers of tortured children. If we will not do this, who will?"
Gary, we have a good location here. Our dam is down here where we will be able to impound some water, and this gives us land where we can build our houses, but possibly sometime in the future going across a nice little creek. But we do want to save some of our land for ranching or farming.
Incorporation papers are now being drawn up, along with bylaws, to create a non-profit corporation to be known as Hill Country Youth Ranch.
Gary, what I need, I guess, from you and Dale is for you to explain to me exactly how it is that you want your youth ranch, your Hill Country Youth Ranch, to be set up.
We would need to set up all the necessary deeds from me to Gary, and then Gary to the youth ranch.
Do you have any thoughts on how you want to organize it in terms of directors and officers and their interrelation?
Okay, we have a decision to make.
I'm trying to get off the ground and get a lot of public exposure and things like that, but I'm trying to think like 10 or 15 years down the line when hopefully we are, quote, established.
If we were to build this road,
and Bill has come up with the idea that we might try to have a youth rodeo to benefit them, to help them out.
I got a question, John.
Okay.
Is Gary Prio really going to ride a bull?
Says he is.
When you call for a bull, and his head moves like that, you pull with everything you got. You try to pick him up. And there.
All right.
You pull him to you.
Let's go, bull.
You want to do it again?
Well, we've got bucking bronchos. We've got a bull ride scheduled tonight. A lot of surprises, too, I might add.
Well, Gary, we've got our bulldozer still here and a road that goes for a mile through your place here.
Is that how far it is?
Yes, and thanks to the wonderful volunteer help of both machines and men and ladies that helped us on this, proving it to be a real community project, and we appreciate it no end.
A new position here in town. I've been here about a year. I'm in family practice, but I have a particular interest in pediatrics, kids, their problem, and if there's anything that I can do to become a part of the youth ranch, either in getting it started or its operation, please let me know, because I would be extremely interested.
So the Hill Country Youth Ranch, we certainly are behind it 100%.
Maybe you would like to introduce your guests, our new members. Let's start over here.
Darlene Wright, my first time, and I want to become a member.
All right, Tony, may you read the minutes for us, please.
The Hill Country Youth Ranch Auxiliary met Friday, November 18, 1977 at 10 a.m. at the Hill Country Savings and Loan Meeting Room. Marsh Nicholson called the meeting to order and welcomed new members and guests. The minutes were read, and Gustine Shoemaker reported that there were $246.50 in the Treasury, minus $2.50 for the meeting room fee. Bridget Merritt reported that there were 107 members. The proposed long-term goal of the Hill Country Youth Ranch Auxiliary would be to provide furnishings for a cottage, furnishing one room at a time as each step toward accomplishing the goal. Members were asked to sign the telephone list if they can help.
And I have the privilege and the honor of being on the directors of the Hill Country Youth Ranch. I'd encourage you to watch this telethon and support the Youth Ranch, because if we don't take care of our children, who will?
Now therefore I, Edward M. Slater, Mayor of the City of Kerrville, Texas, do hereby proclaim the 28th day of January 1978 as Youth Ranch Day.
I know this is going to help our telethon, and we look forward to seeing you there that day.
And I think that this telethon represents one of the greatest challenges the people of this area have ever received. Let's share then from our abundance of life here in the Kerrville Hill Country. And let's get this Hill Country Youth Ranch established and get it started now.
Well, we have several songs we're going to do, and we're going to do them all unless the money pours in. If the money pours in, we'll just do one. All right.
One and two and three. Green gobs of greasy, grimy gopher gut, mutilated monkey meat, little dirty birdie feet, French fried eyeballs drenched in a pool of butt. I forgot my spoon.
And we have Tommy Gail Howell here, and she's going to do her own version of Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? If I were a fuzzy wuzzy bear, thank you, Lord, for my fuzzy wuzzy hair. If I were a crocodile, I thank you, Lord, for my great smile. But I just thank you, Father, for making me me. Ha ha.
It's been a very exciting time for me. Early in the year, we set a goal. Our auxiliary did to furnish the first cottage. I loved every minute of that Velasco.
Did you?
Said I couldn't do it, wouldn't do it, and just couldn't wait to get there to be on it. Everybody worked so hard, and we just had the best time, and we made some money.
Your mother and I are proud of you for your persistence, and we're very grateful for all the wonderful people in this community that have put all of their effort and their money and time into helping bring this youth ranch to the point that it's a certain thing now.
There's something new happening here, and that's construction. This is really what we've been waiting for. This is what it's been all about. The construction that's going on here now is the road improvement into the site. In about 2 weeks, people will be able to drive up into the land for the first time, and we can get the houses up and hope to have kids here by December.
And on the morning of the second day, most people thought it was all over. And it wasn't. There was more to come. More rains, more floods, more damage.
We had our dam built where we had a nice little lake, and the flood ruined the dam. It ruined the roads. It ruined a lot of our fencing, and it all had to be replaced.
It was a blow, with all the work we had achieved up to then being completely wiped out. It didn't stop us, though, from carrying forward.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go.
The Forbuses have informed us of a very special gift.
Well, we have a church in Baytown. It's a brick building, and we decided after we heard this that we would sell this church and give the money to the youth ranch.
And the offer and the asking price to be added in tonight to our goal is $26,000.
going to give each of you a big kiss right on camera.
It's a song of peace,
A song of joy,
a song for every little girl and boy, a song that says God loves you. Tell all the world about love. Tell all the world about
singing song,
everybody is
sing a song in tune.
sing it together. A song of peace, a song of joy, a song for every little girl and boy. A
Simple song,
that says God loves you.
Who donated the land originally?
Gary Prio, the director here. And an awful lot of good hill country land that could probably have been a great subdivision is now going to be something even better.
Well, I mean, folks, there's no doubt about it. It's a fantastic cause, and I'm sorry I can't be there, but I really beg you to dig down deep and try to help these people raise that $150,000. Because it's going to mean, can you imagine what it's going to mean 20 years from now? A lot of fantastic guys and girls are going to be walking around this country doing terrific things that you helped give a chance to, really.
Best investment you can make. Get that phone ringing right now. Telethon number is up on the board.
Now, we do have some new pledges, and the first one I'd like to mention is one from Mr. Harvey Brinkman. He gave us a $25 check as a challenge to all real estate salespeople of Kerr County to meet and match this. And he says there must be at least 1,000 of these people in Kerr County, so you 1,000 people get to calling in, please.
And last, we have a special donation, and I cannot give you the name of this gentleman, but he said that he would contribute $50, and I suppose the lady on the telephone knows who it is, $50 to hear Climb Every Mountain again. And you bet I'll sing it again. I'll sing it again if you'll play that my kind of money. Okay. Okay.